Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another dense review. Today we're going to be reviewing Life is Strange Double Exposure. So, just, gonna say this is a pretty new game, so I don't want you to spoil yourself on the game if you haven't played it already. So this is going to contain spoiler warnings for my ending that I got on stream. I have not played it much more since, there's been so many goddamn games that came out this month and beginning of November that I just can't go through and play it again like I truly would like to. So I'm just want to let you know that there's going to be some spoiler warnings, but I still think I've gotten enough of the game, experienced enough of the game to where I feel like I can talk about it. And I do want to talk about this game because I really liked it. So, there we go. Let's do that. Your warning is over. Let's get into the content. So Life is Strange Double Exposure is, in my opinion, the perfect sequel to the first Life is Strange that they made. I think it encapsulated exactly what I wanted to. It's relevant power, but different enough to spice up the gameplay from what the traditional Life is Strange gameplay was. And I feel like it wrapped up the ending that I got, which was sacrificing Chloe to save Arcadia Bay. I feel like that was the perfect way to wrap things up and have the guilty consciousness of what happened to her with Mr. Jefferson happen and take place and make it so that it sound what she's going through, but technically didn't happen in this timeline. So she kind of has to deal with it on her own because who's gonna believe she had time powers? You know what I mean? And she still has her old powers, but they don't seem to work like they used to. And how the time storm is coming because Sophie and her both are using their super abilities, whatever it is, Sophie is creating the time storm this time, I believe. I believe that Sophie has something to do with the time storm this time. She created the storm, the psychic storm, instead of Max, because it doesn't seem to affect it till later. It's just odd. I don't fully grasp it yet, but I do feel like hopping between timelines and gathering different stuff from it is really cool. It's a really cool concept. I feel like it's a cool idea. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Okay, you know what? I like how the story turned out. Honestly, I like the twists. So in my version of things, I ended up going through the different timelines and trying to court Amanda in the game. Though I don't like how the ending plays things with Amanda in the timeline before the split, where Sophie gets fucking shot with a gun. You try to date Amanda, so you go up and you do the one-liner or whatever, and then you get asked out on a date. So in the dead timeline, Amanda's like, oh, let's be friends, but then you get bombarded with messages from living timeline Amanda. So you're okay, you're kind of going through the story, and at least the way I see it is there's only two timelines you're going to end up living in, and you're trying to figure out how to save living timeline Amanda, and you're just going to Sophie, and you just are going to stay in that timeline. So to me it was okay, well, we're going to probably stay in the living world timeline, to be honest, to save Sophie and continue going on as things do. I figured we were just going to we'll date Amanda in the living timeline because that's the one we're going to stay in. So we'll just, keep going at that. And Amanda in the dead world timeline said she just wants to be friends for now. So we're okay, that will respect Amanda in that dead world timeline, and we'll keep going in the living world timeline. Yeah, so we're just okay, let's just do that. And then at the end, when the two timelines converge together and they have conflicting memories, Amanda's you just went on to another me that would. I'm you were asking me for it in that timeline, and I didn't think I was gonna have both timelines combined. I figured I was gonna have to pick one, and I was gonna pick one where my friend was still alive. So I figured, oh well, I might as well date Amanda, the one that kept asking me out on dates and shit, to do that, because that would be weird. Do you know what I mean? So that one confused me a little bit, but she seemed like she was I just need time to think about it, which fair enough. very conflicting ideas of what happened on each day in an entire week, so that is understandable. There's some other things like Gwen that I think I got the full picture on, and we learned that Sophie has the ability to trick people's minds into hearing and seeing whoever she wants them to be, and I guess also can like rip people's souls out, we find out in the final encounter, so that's interesting, to say the least. I do not like that the first game put you back in that godforsaken fucking chair where Mr. Jefferson did his devious dastardly deeds. I think this game perfectly encapsulates a sequel to the Max timeline, the Max saga that I really liked. Like I said, I've said this before, I think this is the perfect sequel to Life is Strange. I'm just saying, I think it is. It's the perfect sequel. Putting this game on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm going to put this game at an 8. Now, it is the perfect sequel to Life is Strange, but it's not a perfect game. There was some T-posing in a table. Other than that though, I think this game is great. I really like this game. I recommend you play this game, and it's only $50 new. You get the whole shebang, the whole kit caboodle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a like. If you like the channel, click on subscribe and turn on notification bells to get notified of all of the uploads. And if you're willing to want to help me out, click cards in the video to take more content. And with that, I'll do. Adios.